There's this song, Never Enough, from The Greatest Showman. And every time I hear it, I feel that ache deep inside my chest. That ache that says, you can give everything, and it will still never be enough. That's what my life has felt like. One long echo of that song. I could pour myself out completely, love harder than anyone I knew, create, fix, help, give, and somehow it still never filled the space inside me. No matter what I did, no matter how bright I burned, it never felt like enough to make anyone really see me. And it wasn't just in my head, because while I was giving everything, everyone else around me was getting the praise, the acknowledgement, the spotlight, the good job. And while I was standing there, unseen, unheard, wondering what I was doing wrong, I used to think it was just me, that maybe I wasn't likable enough, or maybe I didn't do things the right way to deserve recognition. But now, looking back, I know it wasn't just that. It was the bipolar. It was the mania, the hypomania, the drive, the crash. It was the illness that had been with me my entire life. Unseen, unacknowledged, misunderstood, guiding my emotions and my energy long before I even knew what to call it. I didn't know that as a child, though. Back then, I was just too much, too sensitive, too emotional, too reactive. I was told to stop crying, to calm down, to get over it. So I learned to push my feelings down and perform fine. To smile, to be good, to make myself small and useful and quiet. But that chaos didn't go away. It just turned inward. It became my drive, the way I tried to outrun the feeling of not being enough. I became the overachiever, the helper, the one who would take on more and more and more, hoping someone would notice, hoping someone would finally look at me and say, "You did it! You're amazing! You're enough!" But they didn't. They said it to everyone else. I watched people around me do a fraction of what I did and get all the recognition, all the attention, all the praise, and I just stood there, clapping for them, swallowing that quiet ache that whispered, "Why not me?" It's one of the hardest kinds of loneliness, being that person who gives everything and somehow still never gets seen. And hypomania fed that cycle. It told me that if I just worked harder, created more, became unstoppable, then maybe this time it would be enough. But it never was. Because the more I gave, the more invisible I became. I was addicted to the idea of praise, but I wasn't actually getting it. I was chasing something that never came. And the truth is, bipolar was always there. It's been a quiet, invisible thread through every version of me. It gave me energy that burned like fire and left me hollow when it burned out. It made me feel everything too much. Love, hope, fear, sadness, and rejection. And because no one ever told me what it was, I spent my whole life trying to earn my way to stability, trying to work myself into being lovable, trying to create enough, give enough, do enough to finally feel seen. But the finish line always moved. Because the problem wasn't that I wasn't enough. It was that I never believed I could be. And the world around me didn't help. It's hard to believe in your worth when no one reflects it back. When your effort goes unnoticed while others are showered in applause. When you're left holding the silence, wondering what more you have to give. It hurts. It hurts so deeply to be the one who gives endlessly and still feels invisible. When I was finally diagnosed with bipolar 2, everything started to make sense. All the cycles, all the chaos, all the overdoing and crashing. It was like my entire life suddenly had a map. And for the first time, I could stop blaming myself. I could finally say, it wasn't just me. It wasn't that I was broken or lazy or too emotional. It was bipolar all along. That realization doesn't erase the pain, but it gives it context. It lets me meet my younger self with compassion instead of shame. Because she wasn't crazy for feeling too much. She wasn't just trying to survive something she didn't understand. Now, I'm learning to sit in the middle, between the highs and the lows, between the doing and the resting, between the ache for praise and the peace for self-worth. When that old voice whispers, maybe if you do more, someone will finally see you, I stop and I whisper back, I see me. Because that's the truth I missed all those years. My worth was never in the validation I didn't get. It was never in the people who didn't see me. It's in the fact that I kept showing up anyway. That I kept loving, creating, giving, even when no one clapped. Even when no one said thank you. Even when it felt like it would never be enough. But maybe the point was never to be enough for them. Maybe the point was to finally be enough for me. You know, for a long time, I couldn't understand why I was like this. Why I worked so hard. Why I pushed myself until I broke. Why I couldn't stop chasing worth, even when I knew it was killing me. I used to think it was just personality, like I was maybe wired wrong. But now I know it wasn't just about how I was raised or the validation validation I didn't get, or the people who couldn't see me. It was also what was happening inside my brain all along. Because bipolar doesn't show up one day and introduce itself. It creeps in quietly, slowly shaping how you feel, how you love, how you try. Even as a kid, it was there. I just didn't have the words for it. When I was little, I didn't know that those moments when I felt unstoppable, when I could do anything, fix anything, help everyone, were actually hypomanic episodes. I didn't know that the rush, the big ideas, that drive to make things perfect were symptoms of my brain speeding up. And I definitely didn't know that every high would be followed by a low that left me completely empty and questioning everything. That's the cruel part about it. Bipolar convinces you that the high is you at your best. It tells you that you're finally doing what you're meant to do. Creating, fixing, giving, building. And so you lean in. You ride the wave. You give everything you have. Because it feels like finally, you're enough. But then the crash comes, and it takes everything with it. The energy, the confidence, the belief that you matter. And suddenly, you're left standing in the same silence you've always known, wondering how you can give so much and still feel like you're not enough. That's what bipolar does. It tricks you into believing your worth lives in the highs, then convinces you in the lows that you never had any at all. And when you've spent your whole life being told you're too much, those highs start to feel dangerous. So you try to control them. You try to channel them into good things. You turn them into overachievement, caretaking, and people-pleasing. Because at least then, the chaos looks like success. It looks productive. It looks praiseworthy. Except the praise never comes. Not for you. Because no one sees the war that's happening inside. They just see the finished product. Or they see the helper, the doer, the one who's always fine. But inside, your mind is spinning a million thoughts, endless emotion, and underneath it all, this quiet begging. Please see me. Please tell me I'm doing okay. Please tell me I'm enough. And that's where the real heartbreak lives. Because even when you're giving your all, even when you're running yourself into the ground, the validation doesn't come. Everyone else gets it, and you just keep going, trying to earn something that was never supposed to be earned in the first place. That's why understanding my bipolar changed everything for me. Not that I fully understand it, but because now I know it wasn't weakness. It wasn't that I wasn't trying hard enough. It wasn't that I was broken or unworthy. It was that I had been living in a constant cycle of rising and crashing, loving and losing, searching for stability in a brain that didn't know what it felt like. It's like finally finding a map after years of wandering. You can see where the pattern started, where you kept circling the same pain, where every road led back to never enough. And once you know that, you can sort of start to unlearn that. You can start to stop when the rush comes and ask, is this really me? Or is this my bipolar trying to earn something again? That's where the healing begins. Not in perfection, not in stability that never wavers, but more in awareness, in knowing yourself enough to say, I see what's happening. I see me in it. Because once you can name it, it loses some of its power. And for the first time, you can start to love yourself in the middle of the storm instead of waiting until it's over. That's where I am now, learning that I don't have to earn peace or prove I'm good enough, though some days I still try. Or chase the version of me that feels unstoppable, even though it's hard. Because I know the truth now. Those highs don't make me unworthy. Sorry, let me say that clearly. Those highs don't make me worthy. They don't define my worth at all. And the lows don't make me broken. They're both just part of me. Part of a brain that feels too deeply, loves too hard, and still shows up every single day. And that's enough. So to all of you who know that ache of being the one who gives everything and still feels unseen, please know this. You're not invisible. You're not crazy for wanting to be seen. You're not broken for needing validation. You're human. And you're not missing anything. The people around you just never learned how to look. You were enough all along, even when no one said it. Even when you were giving your all and standing in silence. Even when the world was applauding everyone else. It was bipolar all along for me, yes. But it was never that you weren't enough. You were always enough. They just never knew how to see it. And as always, please remember, there is hope in the chaos. If this podcast resonates with you, if it helps you feel a little more understood or a little less alone, please consider supporting it. I pour everything into these episodes, my time, my heart, and my truth. And your support truly keeps it going. You can make a one-time donation or become a monthly supporter on Ko-fi. Every dollar helps cover production costs support future episodes, and allows me to continue creating and showing up with honesty and heart. Here's the link: coffee.com/I am hope in the chaos. That is ko-fi.com/I am hope in the chaos. You're not just supporting a podcast, you're supporting a lifeline for me and for others who need to hear these words. I am not a licensed therapist, medical provider, or mental health professional. The experiences, stories, and insights shared in this podcast are based solely on my own personal journey and lived experiences. This content is intended only for educational, inspirational, and support purposes. It is not a substitute for professional medical or mental health advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of a licensed mental health professional or healthcare provider regarding your mental health or medical conditions. If you are in crisis or experiencing an emergency, please contact emergency services immediately by calling 911 or reach out to the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling 988. You are not alone. You never were, and you never have to be. And remember, there is hope in the chaos.